Students, welcome back to our virtual session in which we'll continue with the chapter of budget. In that, we'll be looking into the topic of 10.13, that is functions of a panchayat and its sources of revenue. This topic is merely for our understanding, it's not there in your syllabus this year. Now, let us see what you mean by the word panchayat. Panchayat means an elective council of about 5 members organized in the Republic of India as an organ of village self-government. This is the oldest system of local government in the Indian subcontinent. This type of local government has been in existence in India for a long time. It was only in 1992 that it was officially established by the Indian Constitution as the third level of India's federal democracy through the 73rd Amendment Act. Some of the key features are, in this system, 1/3 of the total number of seats are reserved for women. Even SC/ST candidates have certain reservations in this type of government. There is a uniform policy with each term being 5 years for the elected members. The panchayats have the responsibility to prepare the plans for economic development and social justice with respect to the subjects as per the law put in place, which also extends to the various levels of panchayat. Several functions are mentioned in the list of responsibilities by the Constitution of India. The states also provides them with finances as per the recommendation of the State Finance Commissions, that is SFC. Responsibilities are executed by the various committees called the Gram Sabhas or the Samitis, or they can be called as any other such names. The Panchayati Raj has provided a greater strength to these institutions, and now they do not have to depend too much on the recommendation of the finance given by the SFC and upon the state government. But they can get some funds in their accounts directly from the center also. So they are financially better off than before and they enjoy a greater decision making power. Now, the different sources of income of a panchayat are: the first one is the share in state taxes as it is suggested in the constitution by the state finance commissions. There are certain grants which are received directly to the local government or to the Panchayati Raj from the central government. There are also funds from the state government which is given to them so that they can execute certain developmental projects which is announced by the state government. So we can see that they get a share from the state taxes, they get grants from the central government, and they get certain funds for developmental projects from the state government. Now the functions of a panchayat includes, they are mainly responsible for water supply, water pumps, sewage, roads, cleanliness, public health, electrification of their concerned region and so on. But this is limited to their particular region only. These are certain expenditures or certain functions of the panchayat which elected people make the others do. Now let us look into the other topic, that is the effects of preparing a budget. There are different effects of, you can say, advantages for preparing a budget. The very first one is that it brings a fiscal discipline. Now when we say fiscal discipline, it refers to the ability of the government to balance between the revenues and the expenditure, that is between their income and expenditure. So preparing a budget gives the government an idea as to how much expenditure they can do in accordance with the income that they get, so that the deficit can be in control. The second point is that it justifies the allocation. The allocation basically means distribution. So distribution of resources among the different sectors, as we all know that there are 3 different sectors: the primary sector, the secondary sector and the tertiary or the service sector. So it gives the government an idea as to how the resources can be distributed among the 3 sectors according to the need and priority of each sector. The third point is, it gives an direction to the investment by allocating the budgetary funds in various sectors and regulating the demand by regulating the disposable income of people by imposing right amount of taxes. In short, we can say that the funds that they get, that can be allocated in different sectors so that the common man gets the maximum benefit of it and for the amount of taxes they are paying. The fourth one is by using the instrument of taxation and directing the expenditures to the necessary sectors, a budget helps to provide a stabilization against inflation. Inflation means when the prices are very high, so that the prices can be controlled, and again deflation when the economy is in a very low economic condition, that at that point of time pushing up by the government helps to come the particular economy to come back in a normal state. The fifth point is a budget helps to fulfill a nation's or the state's objectives in regard to economic growth and development. So we have seen that by preparing a budget, the government tends to come to know about the income and expenditure, about how to distribute the resources, how to do investment so that maximum benefit can be obtained, how to use the amount of taxation or how to do the expenditure so that inflation or deflation can be controlled, and how economic growth and development can be achieved by preparing a budget. With that, we come to the end of today's topic, that is functions of a panchayat and sources of its revenue and the effects of preparing a budget. Again, I am repeating that this particular video is just for your understanding. In the next session, we will be looking into the last topic of this chapter, that is the types of deficits in a budget. Thank you.